Oh la la. Ay, ay, ay. But anyways, guys, before we even do anything, again, let me try to hold this right. Before we do anything, again, guys, please, you need to understand this. Just hit the like button. It just takes you 1 second. Hit the subscribe. We're trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we can see these videos and then the family can grow, okay? But anyways, it's very funny, but anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. and, and that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Casper Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do the same thing we do every day. Yeah. Yeah. We're in the bear market, right? We're in the bear market. But anyways, we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we will check out prices in details. And once we're done with that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But before that, yeah, let me put this down right there. Before that, guys, markets, okay, the people are different. Depends on how you look at market, depends on how you see it. Your reactions are different. Okay, one thing I noticed in this my journey is that there are different kind of traders, and that's why I usually tell you that my strategy might not work for you, okay, and your strategy might not work for me. Therefore, you have to be different. When I started, I used to trade at 2x. From trading at 2x, I was like, man, this is a waste of time for me. Then I started trading at 10x. From that, like, yeah, I wasn't comfortable. Now I am trading at 50x. I'm comfortable doing that. That's me. There are other people that will say, oh, you trading at 50x is suicide. But you know what? That's the way I see the market. That's the way I feel like doing it. And on top of that, my mentality towards leverage trading is different. Some people say, okay, I'm just doing leverage. No. I have spot positions, which again, that's where my focus is on. That's why I sleep good at night. Like, hey, even though if I lose my leverage, my spot account is still good. Okay. But you got some people again that they look at the market in a way that even me, I cannot come to understand, even though I know everybody's trading strategy is different. Even though I know that, but I cannot come to understand how do they look at this. Okay, I'm not saying that mine is the perfect. Like I said, everybody has the way of looking at it. But sometimes there are some common things that when we look at those things together, no matter how you look at them, you're supposed to be able to see the market for what it is. Okay, we've been here, I don't even know how long now. I've been telling you, macroeconomics is controlling this bull run. I've been telling you this bull market is way different than you even think. Because again, every time for the past 5, 6, or even 7 years, people have been like, okay, you are calling crypto a scam for drug dealers, for laundering money, for this and that. Everybody, including yours truly, which I'm also guilty, we were asking for the government to step in. right? We were asking for rules, for regulations. I mean, like we want everybody to have the same opportunity. Let's have this and blah, blah, blah. You all know exactly. Let's get Uncle T a new truck and let's get grandma flying on a scooter, you know, things like that we were asking. Man, what happened? Well, they gave up, right? They introduced things like that. And once they introduce like rules and regulation, now big money could come in. That is when I started having a problem with it, because we started in, you know, to be honest, I did not think further. I didn't think further because, again, you should have known that the way we looked at it, from what we thought it was going to be to what it is today, is the complete opposite. The complete opposite. Because personally, I thought, okay, when institutions starts to step in, they were going to buy Bitcoin, the original Bitcoin itself. It never crossed my idea that Bitcoin could be transformed into paper Bitcoin, because paper Bitcoin is just like ordinary money. You can move it left and right however you want. And I know a lot of you will be like, okay, what is paper Bitcoin? Most people don't even know that term. Okay, paper Bitcoin is like calling them paper stocks, ETFs. Okay, like a normal, if you go, like for example, if you go to a particular company, like let's just say Amazon, you buy their native stocks, right? Whatever the Amazon stocks does, up and down, you make money based on that performance. But if you go buy ETFs that include Amazon, that is a totally way different, it's a totally different game all over. Which means now that Amazon stocks are going to move depending on what those ETFs are doing. You understand? So that is the difference from what we thought that big money, institutional money coming into crypto was going to be. We thought, like I said, they're going to buy Bitcoin and Bitcoin price will go up or down depending on what they're doing. But instead, we got paper Bitcoin ETFs. And those ETFs right now are leading the price that you are looking at on Bitcoin today. Now, why those ETFs are going the way they are going? That is when the macroeconomy steps in. Because again, most people are not going to have that vision. Most people have tunnel vision, which again, guilty, okay? Because in 2008, I was on that same spot. In 2008, when the market crashed and we had that financial problem, I had money in my pocket. I had money. But guess what I did? I held tight to my money. I did. I did not. Imagine if I had bought gold in 2008 with the money I had. I would be a multi-millionaire today. Okay? Imagine if I had figured out, okay, some stocks, like let's see, if you start looking for stocks that are going to perform good on a financial problem, let's say the market crashes and then okay, maybe midway crashing, or finally if you're lucky enough to find the bottoms, you start buying these stocks like what do you say, like in the housing department, like in the cars, and any ETF that has to do with that kind of stuff. You start buying it in the middle of the market crashing, or at the bottom if you're lucky. They recover fast and you start making money. So those kind of things, I never thought. I wasn't thinking clear about them. All I was like panicking, like, okay, look at the entire economy crashing and the bubble was going on and blah, blah, blah. That's what I was thinking about. Like, okay, I need to hold on to my cash. But today, 2025, when we fast forward, my mentality is different. Now, that's why I tell you guys every time, okay? I tell you, when this crash is happening, Casper, Quant, cash, my friends. You need to have cash ready. Not cash to hold on tight, no. Cash for you to have it ready in case market starts dropping today. You start watching that market. Okay, when those red dildo candles starts to drop, you understand what I mean. You start finding those entry points. That's why you need cash. Now, some people will say, okay, why don't you sell everything and hold on to the cash? Now, I have the way I look at it. For example, Casper is a very different animal. You do not want to short Casper in a bear market. Looking at what the developments coming out of that camp, I don't think you want to short it. I don't know about you. Me personally, I don't think I want to do that. I want to wait and see. I'm going to hold on to my Casper because, again, with the development coming out, there is a pretty big chance that that price is going to run upwards instead of falling. Okay, a lot of you who don't know, we're in 10 blocks per second right now. In a little bit, there's going to be an upgrade that will take you to 30 or 32 blocks per second. That's a bigger utility. And above that, we do have 100 blocks per second, which again, all that is aiming at microtransactions. Because again, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Crashilandia, Hackylandia, all of them, they're all going for the big money. And people don't understand something. If you want to get the big money's attention, you need to go for the small money. Small money, microtransactions. Microtransaction things like I'm going to pay for my gas on the gas station. I'm going to pay for my rent on my house or apartment. I'm going to buy my groceries at the stores. I'm going, etc., etc. Hey, my kid needs some candy. I don't have cash on me. I want to use my card. Those are the things that really matter because 90% of the population use microtransaction. How many people are storing their wealth in a store of value, the fictitious one? How many? People don't. People use microtransactions. Even the retailers. Are retailers making store of value? No, they transact. Every day they make, at the end of the day, they go to their bank, do their transaction. So yeah, that is what makes me look at Casper different. Okay, because again, they are not just going to 100 blocks per second just for the fancy part of it. No, they are aiming at microtransaction. Therefore, a couple of months ago, we started hearing collaboration between Casper and Visa, Casper, MasterCard, and then you started hearing about the Warp Core. We started hearing about the Gigawatt stablecoins. We started hearing about Casper being ISO 20022 compliant. Those kind of things are leading to one thing only. Casper being a major DeFi powerhouse. That's what it is leading to. So for me, I'm saying holding Casper, even though the market crashes or not, I'm going to hold it because again, Casper always, it has proven it before that this thing usually swim against the current. So man, maybe this time it would not do it, but hey, I'm the kind of person I do not want to stand on the side of that boat saying, oh well, maybe it's going to sink when it gets there. Now, I want to be in that boat. If it sinks, at least I will say, at least I tried. Instead of, okay, it's going to sink. It will sink. Oh shit, it's crossing the ocean. Oh crap, it's getting to the rich people land. Oh fuck, it got into the rich people land. Okay, you missed it. Did you even try? No, you didn't. And that is me. I'm telling you, when you start to go into this investment journey, you start to think outside the box. And just like I said, you will not appreciate how beautiful a picture or how ugly a picture is if you are inside the frame. You need to step outside the frame and watch that picture. Right now, price of Casper is what people are looking because they are into the blockchain. They are into the crypto ocean trying to find the next green candle. Step outside the ocean, look at each individual coin that you're dealing with and see what they're doing. You understand? See what they're doing. See what they're developing. Look at it. What is the end goal? The goal of Casper, what is the end goal? What are they heading to? And when you start to understand it, my friend, yeah, money. You will see those green candles that you are so desperately chasing right now with meme coins. You will see them like green neon lights coming from afar. That's what you will see. Same goes to Quant. We are looking at Quant right now, and everybody's like, oh yeah, oh, they have XRP, they have XLM, you have this and that, which is true. They have those things. But Quant is more special than all of them. because they are all doing the same thing. XLM, XRP, XDC, you name it. Potato, potato, same difference, right? In some countries you say potato, other countries they say potato, and when I go to it, they're gonna give me the same. Sorry about that. Okay, so where were we? Okay, the fries example. You go to McDonald's, you order French fries, okay, and then they give it to you. But you go to Whataburger and order French fries. They have a special kind of, they call it curly fries, which is the same fries but taste different because they have a special ingredient. It's the same thing with Quant over Ledger. It's very, very different because they allowed not just that you can do the international transfer, which is the flagship that the cross-border transfer, which is the flagship that XRP is selling to everybody, or XDC or whatever, but they can connect banks using different chains of crypto. Now, if you go back to the same thing, my bank using XRP, your bank using HBAR, the other one using XDC, then they won't have a problem of doing business because the Quant over Ledger connects all of them to facilitate those businesses. Now, when we go back to what I was saying, Casper, Quant, and Cash, okay? If you go back to that, then you see it. Even when the market is crashing, banks are going to conduct transactions. And if we are going into this digital era in which everything is on blockchain, banks are going to still be using the Quant over Ledger. And one of the criteria for you to use the over Ledger is going to be you need to hold and stake Quant. That's the criteria, right? Therefore, yeah, I'm taking the chances. Yeah, maybe Quant will crash with the rest of the market. If the Armageddon of the crash happens, yeah, it will. But that's a risk I am willing to assume. Okay, I'm not you. You might decide, you know what, Quant goes up, let's say $600, $700, or $1,000. You sell your stuff and you wait. Okay, that's fine. Me, I'm holding my Quant. That is the reason why I do have the leverage trading, which again, I am going to make money when the market goes up on my leverage. Now, that's another thing people also asked me yesterday, like, you included Jasmine into it. Yeah, I did. Because again, we know, whether we like it or not, the Japanese culture is different from ours, okay? It's like when you go to Japan, they raise their own, they support their own people in every way they can. Now, people talking about these daily transaction things, okay, which again, they have already started to test with Jasmine. Micropayments and all blah blah blah, they have already started doing that. So therefore, for me, in that short term, maybe later they are going to discover that Casper is better than Jasmine, whatever they are going to discover. But at the beginning, they are going to put Jasmine everywhere, because you guys remember a couple of months ago I talked about the project, they call it Junction, which is used on Jasmine. Go look at it right now. It has started to take more and more traction, because yeah, Jasmine is beginning to penetrate even into their government system. So let's see how it goes. That's why I am trading Jasmine. I am trading Jasmine on that. Now, maybe at the end of this bull run, maybe they are going to say, you know what, nah, we better go with this and that, blah, 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 which again, Jasmine, they have the option of continuing their own, or they can also be used a new sequencer by using Casper as their sequencer. And if they do that, Jasmine will be fast enough to be able to hold transactions. That again will lead to me benefiting on all angles. Me benefiting because Casper is the sequencer and some of the fees goes on Casper, the utility goes high, the price of Casper goes high. Also benefit of holding Jasmine on spot, because by them doing that, their utility also goes up and the value of my spot account on Jasmine also goes up. So yeah, either way. And don't forget, I do have leverage trades on Jasmine. So yeah, now you see it. That's why I keep saying it. You have to think about it. Casper, Quant, and Cash. Or you can think the other way around, which is going to be Casper, Quant, Jasmine, and Cash. It's up to you. Again, I'm not your financial advisor. I am only telling you what I am doing. Not like other people. Somebody throws Cardano and Ethereum in there, and I started laughing. Not long ago, the Raccoon founder Charles Hawkinson, whatever you call him, he had an interview, which again, I was laughing hard. Okay? Even Chainlink, the Oracle, refuses to work with Cardano. Even Chainlink, they are telling them your development, no, we can't do this. People are not developing on your chain. Look at that. So they have a problem with their TVL, with their development, with everything. And yet you want to tell me to go and put my money on that thing. Really? You want to do that? it's like, today, everybody's, it's Christmas time. People are getting ready. You start getting some side dishes ready, and all that stuff, because the entire family is going to come over, right? And grandma was busy getting all that stuff ready. And he said, Uncle T. So I call Uncle T. I say, Uncle T, what is it going to be? I mean, like, you have to bring a special dish, to the occasion. What are you going to take? Uncle T goes, you know the drill, right? And I say, I know the drill. What do you mean? Uncle T goes, cheesecakes, brother. And grandma goes and looked at him. He goes, she said, you say what? Nothing about cheesecakes. It's going to be salads. So you look at Uncle T like, the same situation, right? You are trying to force Uncle T to eat salads when he has made up his mind that he can only eat cheesecakes. So it was so funny. The tension in the air, right? The tension in the air of how grandma was watching him and how he was looking at grandma. you know what follows next. What follows next is gonna be grandma picking off her shoes and start chasing him around the house. And that was so freaking funny. Wow. you have to understand. Look, watch this. Look at this. Grandma looking at him. Look at what Uncle T. He wants to drop the salad so bad to grab the cheesecake and grab it. Look at it. Looking at him like, yep, let me see you try. Try me. That's the same situation, okay? So yeah, when you start to look at how progressing, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't get Uncle T's face off my head. But anyways, yeah. When you start to look at how things are progressing, okay, you start to look at how everything is working out. And then I look at everybody talking about we're in the bear market. I can't do nothing else but laugh. Because again, people just think, oh yeah, the 4-year cycle has been broken. No, it hasn't been broken. I think that euphoria, that parabolic move that Bitcoin usually do at the end of the cycle, that is what is getting affected by the macroeconomy. And things, they have begun to do, take the course that they were supposed to. Again, not everybody's ready for it. Fear and greed index is extreme fear right now. And then you start looking at stuff, like I said in my video yesterday, you start looking at stuff like the pi cycle chart. You start looking at stuff again, market sentiments. You start looking at the M2 money supply. You start looking at, there's a lot of things you're looking at, which are also telling you that, yeah, I don't think the bear market is here. It's just the same thing. These bastards we call market makers, they usually do this. They usually do it. And now you want to bet your money on Cardano, which cannot even secure an oracle. I mean, yeah, I can look at it from far. yeah. I don't know about you, but me, yeah. Casper, Quant, Cash, or Casper, Quant, Jasmine, Cash. That's for me. You can do whatever you want to do. I am not your financial advisor. But anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past for the past 24 hours. Let's go look at crypto bubbles right quick. Let's see. Yeah. Those of you short in the market, right? I try to tell you, do not go short the market. We are not in the bear market. You're looking at it right now. Kasongo, What you don't understand, this is just the beginning. Once Casper hits 6 cents, there is over $40 million worth of shorts that are going to get liquidated. And we are getting close. We are getting closer and closer. And I'm looking at everybody with the Casper shorts. Kasongo, Anyways, let's go. Let's go right quick. Let's start first with King Casper, KAS. Let's see. For the past hour, we do have here 0.4% down, 3.7% up on the day, 12.7% up on the week, 27.4% up on the month. I have told you here many times. Look at the time frames. Daily resets, weekly resets, monthly resets, and now the yearly is coming. Now look at that yearly. It has been dropping, right? From 74% down it was. Now we are sitting at 59.5% down. It is coming, okay? Sitting at a market cap of $1.29 billion and in 24 hours volume traded at $29.37 million. What did I tell you? You see the volume? When it was low, it means something is about to pop. It's about to go up. And look at it right now. The volume is still low and prices start to run, right? It's up to you, not your financial advisor, so you are free to do whatever you want with your money. Looking at Quant, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. Same situation, right? Look at that. For the past hour, 0.3% down, laying flat on the day, 1.7% up on the week, 3.6% up on the month, 29.3% down on the year. You see? Daily reset, monthly reset. Now the yearly is getting there. It's beginning to drop, right? Sitting at a market cap of $1.12 billion and a 24 hours volume. Look at that volume, my friends. 24 hours volume traded at $14.42 million. You see? It is happening. It is going. Like I tell you. Anyways, let's look at Cubic. Okay, Cubic. Like most people keep asking me about it, and I keep telling you guys, Cubic is also doing the same thing. You guys remember, right? Everything now is AI. AI, my mother's scooter. AI, my grandma's purse that she takes to church. AI, my Uncle T's cheesecakes plate. AI everything. And I call it high risk, high reward because high risk, I can't talk. High risk, high reward because of that. Because right now, whether AI will fail or it will work, we still have to see. But the thing is, that FOMO that AI brings in, if Cubic pulls it off and creates not just a whole ecosystem or even half of an ecosystem built on AI, that price is going to run. And that's why I am investing in Cubic, and I call it high risk, high reward, because if they don't pull it off, and way down we go. That's what is going to happen. So for me, I'm investing in it with money that I don't mind if I lose it. Okay. Anyways, let's go right quick. We have here for the past hour 0.4% up, 6.1% up on the day, 13.4% up on the week. So you see the time frames, they have begun to reset towards the upside. And you look on the monthly, we are down 13.5%, and on the yearly 78% down. You remember when I was telling you I am opening a leverage position on this because that yearly was way bit down, like 86, 87%. I opened a position. So yeah, now it's time to watch it grow. Sitting at a market cap of $86.65 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $2.03 million. Now let's look at the Japanese Bitcoin, Jasmine, and let's see here. For the past hour, laying flat. On the day, we are up 9.6%. 8.4% up on the week, 11.3% down on the month, and 80% down on the year. The same situation with Cubic. When I was telling you I am going to open a Jasmine position because that yearly was way down. Okay, so right now you can see it has started to drop, sitting at a market cap of $321.46 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $28.87 million. I kept telling you that volume, it is still low, but you see it has started to pick up steam. Right now, let's go look at Jonathan's pet turtle. He calls it Bitcoin. I call it the orange guy. Okay, as you see here, for the past hour, 0. I told you, money is not going to trickle down. What do you see? Bitcoin is running, right? What is that all? What is all season? What is all coins doing? Also going up. Money is not going to trickle down. You need to understand it. If you don't, you're going to lose a lot of money. Okay? Anyways, you look for the past hour, 0.3% down, 2.2% up on the day, 3.5% up on the week, 6.2% up on the month, and the yearly that was 15%. It has also started to reset. It started to go towards the green, right? We are sitting at 7.5% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.79 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $34.48 billion. Like I told you, pay attention to that volume, okay? They have no choice. They are going to pump Bitcoin. Well, you will see. You will see. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's look at prices in details. To do that, we need our good friend TradingView. Okay, on TradingView, let's see what we got going on here. We do have Dixie going down and Bitcoin going up, exactly like we want. I told you guys, okay, when they both go in the same direction, is pure manipulation. They need to be opposite correlated, and right now you can see what it is. That is what we want to see. Okay, now let's go here, look at charts. Casper, yeah. Those of them who were talking about below 1 cent. Okay. how does it look now? Okay, this is the 1 hourly chart. See, I told you and I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you again. Now look, you remember I was telling you, for fuck's sakes, I don't know you. You remember I was telling you, you gotta watch out for this, okay? If you see, we do have here shoulder. Come on. We have shoulder, head, and shoulder, right? And the resistance, my friends, you can see resistance is right there. Okay, now let's just let me see. Let's grab this, because again, I've told you many times, if you do a resistance, let's try to put it something like that. It's not going to be clean, but hey, we can work with that. And either this way, come on, this way, and try to touch. Okay, now you take this. If you want to take another one, grab this guy. The lowest point was that, and where it touches that is there. Now we take this and we put it where we broke out, which is right there. Now we're gonna see where this thing is gonna take us, right? It has started up. So if you take it on the 4 hourly, and let me zoom it in, you can see, I told you guys yesterday, first of all, look, ribbon has started to turn green. And every day we talk about this here, price always gets attracted to moving average. Did you see? Exactly like I told you was going to happen, and that's what you're about to see. By the time ribbon turns green, this price will be long gone, and I kept telling you that. And again, see, it has curved upwards. 1 hour has reset. 4 hours is resetting as we speak. Okay, if you look at it on the daily, what do you see? Let's zoom the daily. See, the daily has started to curve upwards, which means, my friends, yep, big move, right? Big move. Now, what is the first one that we're going to be looking at? Okay, let's go here. And you see around 5 cents. 5 cents, that's the first price target. Oh, let me load this up again, excuse me. Okay, that's better. So as you can see, hourly, 4 hourly, daily, they are looking good. Weekly has not reset yet. So the new week we are about to start, let's see if we're going to close it as a green candle or not. But regardless of that, I usually tell you guys, anything under 12 cents is nothing but noise. For me, nothing. Day traders, swing traders, you can call it whatever you want to call them. Above that, we do have 15 cents. 15 cents, we conquered that. Casper will start looking at 18, 19 cents. There was a lot of trading activity right there. You know, a lot of people chasing green candle. That was their entry point. So we're going to see that before we start to get to 20 cents. And eventually, price discovery. That's what is going to happen. Okay. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's look at Quant, QNT, the banker's coin, all right? Which again is still basically the same. You start on the 1 hourly. What do you see? See, the same thing, just like I told you. Look at that moving average. See, look at the ribbon, just like I told you. Price always gets attracted to the moving average. What is it right now? It's acting the same thing. And if you want to, you can even look at it this way. It is a bull flag, and now it is consolidating. Before you know it, bam, up we went. Look at the ribbon. Ribbon on the 1 hour is green and is facing upwards. Okay, look at it on the 4 hour. What do you see? 4 hours is squeezing, is about to turn green. Okay, so it is about to turn green. And again, the same principle applies. Okay, same principle. Price always gets attracted to moving average. Always. It never fails. For those of you day traders, that's something, when I was a day trader, that's something I usually used to make money with. Okay, you can see it right there. It never fails. And that's something that most people don't want to look at. Moving average right now is sitting around 82, 83 cents, $83. That's what it is sitting at. So watch for that. The 1 hour is gone. 4 hour is about to, before you know it, the daily and the weekly will do the same thing. If you don't trust it, go and look at the MACD, go look at the RSI. You will see. And on the daily, as you can see, this is going to be the third day in a row that the candles are green. Look at the green now. Look at that moving average. And then look at the ribbon. It started to curve. And by the time the moving average, the moving ribbon, by the time the ribbon turns green, this thing will be long gone. There is no two ways about it. Okay? A lot of people, well, it's up to you. I don't know what to tell you. Go check out the MACD and the RSI if you want to add some Bollinger Band to your chart, and then you will understand what I'm talking about. But the way we're looking at it, like I said, for me, anything under $125 when it comes to Casper, when it comes to Quant, it is nothing but noise. Above that, you will start looking at it again. You do have $151. Once we conquer that, 164 before we start looking at 176. Once we're done with that, you will start looking at 230. Above 230 is the all-time high, and eventually price will start going into price discovery. Everything is playing according to plan. I don't know about you, but hey, that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure that money is flowing in, okay? As you guys can see, everything is playing according to plan. I don't have time to panic. I'm a long-term trader, okay? Now let's go right quick look at Bitcoin, although for me, like I said, they are going to pump it. There's no point of doing that. See, yesterday we talked about this. The bull flag has broken out on the 1 hour. You see what I was saying? Up, there we went. You see, they are going to play it, and there is no two ways. They are going to pump Bitcoin. Again, people haven't made money yet. Only the people with the ETFs have been manipulating this, and I think they are running out of steam. A very good example is going to be on the gold chart. Go look at the gold, and then you will understand even better. Okay, so everything they are doing is playing, it is playing according to the plan. 1 hour has reset. You see the 4 hourly? When you zoom in, what do you see? price always gets attracted to the moving average. And look at what the ribbon is doing. It's about to turn green. So yeah, manipulation. And you can see, I know some people are going to say Christmas rally and blah, blah, blah. No, my friends, they are running out of steam. There is a lot of liquidation if Bitcoin ever hits that $102,000, $103,000. A lot of people are going to be in, yeah. And these market makers know this. They know. That's why they're doing it. Anyways, it's up to you. I'm still stand by it. I think they're going to pump Bitcoin to 150, 160,000, or even a little bit above it. Let's watch and see. Because again, when you start to look at it, okay, let me go on the weekly, and then you look at this indicator, which I've mentioned here 1,001 times. You see the pi cycle top. What do you see? You see the blue line. Okay, when you look at that blue line, what do you see? It's laying flat. Again, look at the red one. Because what you're going to see here as time progresses, this blue line has to converge with this one. They have to converge. And now when they converge, it's going to be somewhere here between 140, 160,000. Nobody knows. But again, until they converge, we are not in the bear market. We are not there yet. Anyways, you are free to do whatever you like with your money. Just like I said, right? I'm doing me, you do you, and God bless America. Now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. Okay, let's see. But before we do that, like I always say, I do not condone leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. So please stay away from leverage trading at all costs. Because if you get into leverage trading without any experience, without knowing what you're doing, my friend, Rec City is your final destination. And those guys, they always have room for one more. I just hope it ain't you. If you want to try it, you can then go down below. I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Wix, and Margex in that order. Follow those links, meet the deposit requirements, okay? And they will give you free money. You get the free money, my friend, take out $20 and start to practice. Once you are able to turn 20 into 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 108, and whatever, so you are good at it, then you can start using a little bit more money. But until you can do that, my friend, keep on practicing. Down below also, I do have the Acorn. Okay, Acorn is a platform I'm using to teach my kid how to trade on bonds, ETFs, and stocks. Follow the link. Sign up. This one, you don't have to meet a deposit requirement. If you sign up using that link, they're going to give you $5. $5 is not much, but it's a way to open the gates for you to start trading those kind of stuff. But anyways, let's go first. Start with Bydfi. You guys already know here I am trading King Casper, Quant, and Jasmine. Okay. See, my overall has started to go. You guys remember that yesterday or the day before yesterday, this thing was sitting at what, 6,200 or even lower. Now today, I am sitting at $7,000 approximately. And if you look at my contracts, you will see that here, let's go. On my Casper, I am up $400. Those of you who were saying 1 cent, right? I am up $400 on my Casper. And if you look at Quant, Quant is still doing more or less the same. I am still down $4,300. And now if you look at the next contract, which is Jasmine, see, I told you Jasmine was going to start running because of the volume, because of everything that was going around it. Look at my position at Jasmine, sitting at $681 in profits. See? In all my positions, as you can see, I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. Please do not copy me if you don't know what you're doing. Now let's go look at Phemex. On Phemex, I'm only trading King Casper. Okay, as you can see, let's refresh that. My overall here is sitting at $1,400 approximately. And if you open that contract, let it load up, you will see that here, close this thing. Here, I am up $352 in total profit. Just the same like Bydfi, I trade at 50x. And I don't use stop losses. You can pause it if you want to, because at 50x, that's why you can see my positions, they move up or down very aggressively, depending on what the market is doing. Now, last but not the least, we go look at Wix. On Wix exchange, I am trading King Casper, Quant, and Cubic. Okay, you guys remember this position was down like what, $400-500 sometime at the time. Now my overall is sitting at $2,200 approximately. Okay, and if you look at those contracts, and you will see that here, let's go on Cubic, I am up $31. Like I told you, it was time for me to enter that trade, right? $31 in profit. On Quant, I am up $162 in total profit, which is okay, nice to see. And on my Casper, I am up $281 in profit. You can pause it and you can see the same difference. I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. That's me. You can pause it and you can look. Now, going to the last one, today is Monday, looking at Acorns. Let's see how my son is doing. Let's open that right quick. 625. I don't know. I think market should be open by now. Heads up. Money transfer from Acorn accounts will be taking an extra business day to process things. Yeah, I don't care about that. We are long term anyways. We have here 625. That's where we are. And we look at his portfolio. Let's look at the way his portfolio looks. That's what I'm interested in. 625, and we're up 2.5%. Stocks $500. It looks like the market hasn't completely opened yet. We'll check at it. We'll look at it a little bit later. But as you guys can see, his portfolio is growing. You see, on stocks, we do trade VOO, which is S&P 500, medium companies, IJH, small companies, IJR, and the international company stocks, which is IXUS. On the bonds, we do have ISTB, which are the short-term bonds, and we also have aggregate bonds, which is AGG. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. I'm teaching him because, again, like I said in one of my videos, if I had my way, okay, if I had my way, I would have made the government to teach this kind of stuff in schools, but they don't. So therefore, I'm trying to make sure that my son is financially stable or financially free by the time he turns 20. That's what my plan is. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please do not forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Don't forget to comment. Comments is a simple thing. Just if you don't have anything positive to say, drop an emoji, all right? Also, don't forget to like. It takes you a second, just 1 second. Click the like button and keep on going. Also, again, as always, please share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you will learn from a stranger, right? Until I see you in my next one, my friends, please, take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.